Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and we're going to make some tags today. I'm almost out of tags for my journals, so I'm going to make a few layered tags, a few tags with pockets, little hidden pockets and that kind of thing, and I thought I would take you along with me. Now, I'm just using for my base just some old file folder pieces that I had here on my desk. So I have got these cut at, and I've got my old grungy glue mat here. These are cut at, I can't use that because that is not inches. This is cut at 7¼ by 3½. So I've got two of those cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue three sides. I'm going to glue here, down this side, and here. I'm going to leave this side open. That's going to be our pocket side. And I'm just putting glue right at the edge so we can have a good sized pocket there. Okay, so there is our tag, and then when that gets glued good, there will be our pocket in that side right there. That'll be a little hidden tuck pocket, or you can cut a little thumb pull out and make it a regular pocket, whichever one that you want to do. Now I am going to let's see, do I want to round the corners? I think on this one I'm just going to round the corners. We might do some with the regular tag corners later, but I think right now all I'm going to do is round the corner. And I think I'll go ahead and round it on all sides. There we go. Then we're going to cover this with paper. And what I have done is just pulled out some different scrap paper that I had in my stash. This is some of our digitals, and I'll pull some over here in just a minute so you can see. Some of other people's digitals, just different pieces that I had. And I'm just going to see which one fits. And looks like that one fits perfectly right there. This is from My Porch Prints, I think. It's a little bit short, so let's just grab another. We will use that one for another sheet. Alright, here's one. Let's see if that one works. Yes, that one fits, so let's glue that one on. I like that side right there. Now I'm going to use my art glitter glue, just because I do not like a glue stick. I may have to use it in a minute when I get down to some really thin paper. But right now we're going to use our art glitter glue. Hopefully it's not going to show through. This paper is not really thin, so I think it should be okay. Now you could have waited until you put your paper down to round the corners. I have a bone folder here somewhere. I didn't wait, as you can see, but you can wait until you round your corners. Now I got my paper a little bit off, so I'm just going to trim that. It's not going to matter. And then I am going to just trim this paper off on the edge. And then I'll just go ahead and do my corner rounds with my scissors. Okay, I think that's pretty already. That's really pretty. Now I'm going to cover the back side with just some of my coffee dyed paper. Yeah. Can you tell I'm making this up as I go? That is what we do sometimes. Alright, now on this I'll probably have to use my glue stick, just because this coffee dyed paper doesn't really like my art glitter glue. This is a regular copy paper, And a lot of times copy paper is just a little bit too thin for your glue, other than just your glue stick. So we'll have to use it on this, but that's okay. We can manage. We've got our paper towel here. And I'm just going to flip it over, and I'm going to grab this little old credit card here, and I'm just going to smooth the back out as much as I can. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then we'll trim that off. Okay, let me know in the comments below how many of you love the sound of scissors cutting paper. I love that sound. Let me know if I'm the only one out there. Alright. So there is that tag so far. Now we can do other things to that, but right now I think I'm going to leave that like it is. I'm going to ink around it a little bit, and then we'll punch a hole, and then we'll start making our other ones. Now I'm just going to still make sure, yeah, there's my opening right there. So let me grab my ink over here, and I'm just using Vintage Photo. And when I ink around, it covers any of that blue file folder that may show. So that's what I'm making sure of, that I'm covering all of that up. Alright, there is that. Now we're going to punch a hole right here in the top. Now I'm going to get my little Tim Holtz ruler here so that we can see if we punch it in the right place. So it looks like right there is the center. And I know you can see a mess on my desk on each side. I'm sorry about that. I normally clean my desk after every video, but I just didn't last night. I was so tired. I didn't do it. Okay. So let's put our hole in there. There we go. So there is our hole. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to take another tag. This one is shorter and narrower, as you can see. This one measures 3 inches by 6 inches. So we're going to layer it right on top. We're going to hook it in there and have it layered on top. Or you could glue them together, whichever one you want. But we're going to cover this one. And I may just cover this one in a different color paper. Let's see what we've got over here. Got all kinds of little goodies over here. This would be pretty. This is one of Tina's printables, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I think that would be pretty. Let me look, see if I got anything else that I like better. I'm just going to try to alternate them. I would show you what I have over here, but oh, it's a mess. I pulled out just a little bit of everything that I had. I don't know, I might go with this one. This is one of our printables, and this is just an old Italian drawing from many, many years ago. I don't know, let's go with this one, and then we may do that one for the very top. I'm going to go ahead and put my paper down, and then we'll trim. And Tina, for those that don't know, when I mention Tina, that's Shabby Dabby Doodah. That's what she is on Etsy. I use quite a few of her printables. And I'm thinking that this is one of hers. Pretty sure. Okay. So that is that one. Let's see how that's going to look together. Oh yeah, I like that. Once we get everything trimmed out, that's going to be really pretty. Now let's go ahead and put our paper on the back. So let's find the center on this. I normally don't worry about the center, but on this I'm going to try my best to keep everything centered up so all my holes will be right. Normally just punch, but today I think I'm going to actually make sure that it's in the right location. Alright, so there are two. And then this is our, I think, let's see, yeah. This is our third one. No, maybe not. Hold on. This is our third one. Here we go. That was some scrap that I had there. This is our third one. And so see, they will attach like that. So they'll be layered tags. We'll decorate them up, and then you'll have a pocket in the back here. So let's go ahead and cover this one with something. And I think I'm going to come back to this and cover this top layer with this. I think. Let me think about it a second. Maybe. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Because this is going to pick up, if I cover from here, it's going to pick up just a lot of that writing. And I like that. So let's cover this one with this paper. So while we're doing this, I want to ask you guys some questions. I want you to let me know in the comments below what videos do you like best. And I know everybody's going to have difference of opinions, and that's fine. I just want to know what videos you like the best. Do you like junk journals? Do you like regular journals? Do you like pockets? Do you like pages? Just let me know. Go through and look at some of my videos and tell me which ones you like the best. Because I like to do what you want to see. Even though, I mean, a lot of this, like this, I'm having to do because I need some tags. But I also like to do what you want to see. So just let me know in the comments below. I want you to put as many ideas down there for me as you can. That helps me out a lot. I always need more ideas. Okay. And no, I still haven't cleaned my little glass mat here. It will clean off with just some soap and water and, you know, a little bit of rubbing, but I still haven't taken in there and cleaned it. I've just been trying to get videos done, and then we had the Made It Con, and then I had extra kits that we sold, and I've got those shipping out yesterday and today. So it's been one of those weeks. But we will get this cleaned up, I promise. You won't have to look at that nastiness very much longer. Alright, we're going to round the corners here. Oops. My glue is still kind of wet, so it's not wanting to chomp. Alright, we'll just trim that off with our scissors. There we go. And now, let's see, we need to mark the top. I think right there is our center. And then we'll punch our hole. Oh, that's going to be cute. I like that. Alright, let's see. Now we want to just kind of put a few little embellishments on them. I'm not going to do a lot to this one because I think that is very pretty. Very, very pretty. But I do want to put just a few things. So we're definitely going to put a little bit of lace. Do we want to put the lace down the side? Ooh, that's pretty. And I love this lace. I need to hoard it, but I'm going to use it. So one of you give it to me. I think it's the most beautiful lace. But I need to use it. I don't need to hoard it. So I think I'll run that down the side right there. And this, I always get asked about this bottle. This is a Sugar Belle bottle. It's called Sweet Sugar Belle. And these little caps do not come with it, but you can order these caps. And I have that link below. And they just slide right on there. It's a very soft bottle, so it doesn't hurt your hand when you're putting your glue on. I had to get something like that because squeezing that other bottle there was killing me. This is that Fabri-Tac, and you know those bottles are very tough. Squeezing that was getting me. And then this is just a little hot glue helper. I always have people ask about that too. I don't know if you can still buy those, and if you can, I don't know if you can buy just that piece because it comes in a set. But someone said that at their Dollar Tree they have those that look similar to that are sold in the cosmetics section. So you might check your Dollar Tree. Mine doesn't have it, of course, but yours might have. There we go. Isn't that cute? That's pretty. I like that. And now what we're going to do, I want to put something else on it, but I just want to kind of decorate them together so that we can kind of look and see what we're doing. We could put a little piece of that at the bottom of that one. See how that would look. If that's there, and this is here. I think that would look okay. What do you think? Or maybe we put it on the front one. Let's put this one up here. Maybe it will run down the side of that one like that. Yeah, I think that would be better. Okay, let's hold on to that. And let's grab a few more things to put on here. I'm just going to use a little vellum piece right down here at the bottom that I tore. And then I'll trim it off. And I may just leave it, I may just glue it around the edges. And that way it can be a little tuck pocket too. That might be what I do. And that's pretty. I like that. So that vellum on there, it doesn't hide anything, but it's really pretty. Okay, let's trim that off. And I'm going to go ahead and ink again just so that I can ink up that vellum as well. Oh, I like that. I like that. And then let's see what we want to do. May bring in just this little tiny butterfly. I have no clue who gave me this one, but I think it's very, very pretty. So let's see about putting that butterfly right there on that one. And I'll have to glue him down because if I don't, he'll get hung on the other tag. So we'll just glue him down. Now I am going to put a couple of pieces of bling in the center there. And you know, we could make another little tag that would go right there. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. Alright, let's find something to cover this one with. What shall we use? We could use a piece of this. So let's just do that. Let's cover it with this, since that just happens to be the right size there. Okay, and then let's cover the back with some paper. Grab this paper back out. There we go, right there. Then we will round these corners. And yes, I'm trying to round the corners before the glue dries, but just don't want to wait on it. Oh, look at that. It's going to slide right in there. Now we're going to ink this up. That's just going to slide right in there. And let's see, I may put a little something right there at the top. Okay, I'm just going to put this little tiny piece of trim right there at the top. See if you can see it. Little bitty piece right there. And we'll use our Fabri-Tac. And I want a little something on there, so I'm going to pull out my little ephemera folder, my tiny one. And guess what I'm going to reach for? A number. This one looks like it goes well with those colors. And these are from Tina. Shabby Dabby Doodah. Oh, that's cute. I like that. And we need something up here. I may put one of our words up there. That create might look good. Let's do that. I'm just going to trim out, pull my little thing over here so I can trim that out. And not get the little giblets everywhere. Alright, isn't that pretty? I like that. I like it, I like it. Okay, let's see what we're going to do to this one. I think we might use a little doily on this. That doily has a little bit of purple in there. So we might put a little bit of that doily right down there at the bottom. And then let me lay my pieces out. I like to just lay everything out on there and then see what I want to do. Put some of this book page on there, or this music page. This came from one of you guys as well. It's got some napkin glued to the top. So we might put that right there. Then what shall we put? Oh, we have this little purple flower. Look at that. I like that. Alright, I may trim this napkin off a little bit. Just take that part off right there. And then lay that down at the bottom and just kind of let it hang over a little bit. Put our little book page right there. And then put our little flower here. And I think I'll trim this down just a little as well. I'll use a piece of it here and then a piece of it somewhere else later. I'll put that right there. I am going to put just this little piece of vellum across here. We're just making a tiny little cluster to set our flower on. So it doesn't look like it's just kind of hanging out there in mid-air. That's pretty. Okay, so let's glue that down. Okay, and then we're going to ink this up. And I want to ink this up. Then I am going to bring in just a little tiny piece of this lace trim here. Put it right there. And then put our little flower like that. Isn't that cute? I like that. Let's see, does it need a little book page behind it? Okay, I'm thinking it needs some vintage book page behind it. It just, I don't know, to me it blends too much with that. But I think if we put a little bit of vintage book page behind it, it will kind of stand out a little bit more. Like that, maybe? What do you think? That or that? That or that? I don't know. I think I kind of like it without. So let's just put it down without it. It does blend a little bit, but I think it's pretty like that. What do you think? Do you think that looks cute? You guys are supposed to be talking to me. I'm not hearing you. Alright, we are going to put a little piece of trim on here, or a little piece of bling. There we go. I like that, just like that. It's pretty. And we're going to ink around this one. We didn't ink this one, I don't think. So that's going to go on there, and then we need to do this one. Okay, I think we'll create just a little cluster down at the bottom using some of this pink vellum. And maybe that right there. Use a little piece of this vintage dictionary page. That. I'm going to tuck in one of these little Tim Holtz tickets in there. Alright, so I'm going to start gluing down. And we're going to put just a little bit of this trim across the bottom. Alright. Then I think I want this little pink butterfly on here. It's a little bit big for that page, but I don't think I have one that's smaller. So I think it will look okay on there. And it will just kind of bring all that pink back to the front. So I'm going to put him a little bit on and a little bit off of our little cluster down here. And then we're just going to put this little word that says adore right here at the top. And that's from one of our printables. Like that. And then again we'll bring in a little bit of this bling, and that will just kind of tie all three pieces together. There we go. So there is that one. Now let's put these together. Okay, now I've just hooked them together with a little pin hook. These are the little pin loops that I got. I got these off of Amazon. I'll link them below. They're like the ones that Tim Holtz have, but they're a lot cheaper. So I just hooked them together with that. You could always put lace through here, different trims. But I just think those are cute. And then we have a little place right here that we can put another little tag or a little journal card to tuck in the side right there, just like that. Cute. Okay, I think I'll make a little tag to go in the side there. Let me grab a piece of our paper. Now I'm just going to use a little piece of, this is scrapbook paper, to make a tag out of, to go right in there. It's be a little journaling tag, and then I'm going to back it so that we'll have a place to write. Oh, that's not quite big enough. Let's grab another one. And this is just one of our sprayed papers, I do believe. And I'm putting this down just with art glitter glue, because it's going to be on the inside, and if the glue shows through a little bit, I don't mind. I don't think it will on this, because I did print this on a heavier printer paper. No, it doesn't show through at all. So let's trim this off. And then I am going to go ahead and round the corners on this one, just so it'll kind of match with everything else. That's cute. And see, that can be a little journal tag, and it'll go right in there, just like that. And it can be hidden, but we want to have it where we can pull it out. So what we're going to do is, if I can get it back out now, we do want to be able to pull it out. So we're going to take one of our little, let's see, here we go. One of our little book page tabs. And this is from that, a lot of people call it a whale tail punch. We're going to put one of those on the side. This is that punch that everybody is wanting right now. It's an old Stamp It Up, and I wish they would bring it back, because everybody is wanting one of these. I got it many, many years ago when Melina actually sold Stamp It Up, and I love it. I use it all the time. But I'm going to put one of those on the side, just so that when we tuck this in the pocket, that we will be able to pull it out without having to open our pocket up. You can see that there'll be a little tag in there. And if you don't want anybody to see that there's a tag in there, if you want to keep it hidden, then you don't have to put this on there. But I think that's cute. Now I got a little bit of paper sticking up right here, so I'm going to glue that down. Okay, so there is our little multi-layer tag. And then I think I am going to put a charm on here. Let me grab a charm. Let's see what we have in here. Oh, I like this old bicycle. Oh, it doesn't have a hanging spot though. Can't use that one. Don't know what happened to the little hang me top. Oh, this is cute. It's like a little Cinderella. What do you call that? Oh, my mind's blank. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, how will we get this on like that? Oh, that's cute. Look at that. I like that. Okay, so there is a really cute tag now. Okay, so let's grab more of the file folder sheets. Just going to make sure that they're the same size. Turn those off right at the top. And then we're just going to glue right around 3 edges. And if you didn't want if you're using a file folder like me, and you didn't want that inside to show when you're putting your paper down, when you're putting your little pocket in there, you could go ahead and cover the inside of that before you glue it together. That doesn't bother me. I don't think it's not going to be a big deal. But if you, that's up to you. You could, you know, put paper in here before you glue it together. And that way it doesn't show. Every time I pick up my scissors, I'm picking up scraps over there that I've got laying on my desk. I should have cleaned last night. Alright, let's go ahead and put the cover down on this. Now this is one of our printables. And I don't think, let's see, I don't think they're going to be big enough. Nope, that won't be big enough. So let's use, maybe, let's see if this one will be big enough. Yes, that one will work. So let's glue that down right there. I like that. So that's cute. I like that. Now let's cover the background, or the back of it. And I'm just covering it with some of my sprayed or coffee dyed papers. This one is actually sprayed with ink. And I hope I left my pocket on the right side. Let's see. We'll see in just a second if I did or not. Yes, my opening is on the right side, thank goodness. I thought I had actually put this paper upside down. All of our printables will be listed below. We don't have a lot, but we have a few, and then we have a few freebies that you have access to. If you're a subscriber to our channel, that's all that we ask, is that you be a subscriber to our channel to get access to our freebies. We have a freebie a week. It's usually one page that you can print off and use. Okay, so there is that part. Now on this one, I think we might cut this one in a tag shape. So I'm going to trim it this way, and then I'm going to flip this over and trim this side like that. Then we'll ink that again. And I have some paper right here coming up, so we're going to put a little bit more glue under there. Now, before I start decorating, we're going to go ahead and do the next size, which is what, this one? Or this one? Okay, I think it is this one. And then we just need to trim it off some. So I'm going to trim about 1 inch off of it, off of the bottom. And that should make it about the right length. Yes, okay. Now what are we going to cover this one with? You know, this is kind of busy, but I love this, of course. You know, I love it. It's got butterflies on it. So I'm going to use it. And this was from one of you guys. I'm going to use it for our center tag. Let me see. Okay. I'm just going to make sure that I'm not getting that white part around the edge. There we go. I love that. All those butterflies. And I think when she sent this to me, and I don't remember the name, I'm horrible with names, believe me. She was telling me that this is a printable as well. I'm pretty sure. So, you know, you may not think that goes too well, but I like, you've got the pink and the pink, the green, the green. You just have a little bit of purple in there. So what we're going to do is on that top one, we're going to tie all of that in Remember, you don't have to be matchy-matchy in crafts. Sometimes, if it's not too matchy-matchy, it's prettier. You can always tie it back in with something, you know, some lace or bling or different things. You can tie it back in. Cute. I like that. Okay, we're going to cut a little angle here. And that one's going to go there. And then we're going to bring in one more, the little top one, which is this one. And I'm going to trim it off about right there, I think. Okay, I'm going to use this scrap piece of our scrapbook paper and glue it on here so that all of this pink ties in. Yes. And then we'll cut off a little corner here. There we go. We've got our 3 tags. Oh, I need to cover the back of this one. Let's see. I think this will work right here. Okay, so there are those, and now we're going to punch the hole in the center. So let me grab our little ruler and see what we have for the center. Right there. Then right there. And right there. Alright, let's punch our holes. Now you could put hole reinforcers around these if you wanted to. I didn't on that first one. I don't think I will on this one. But you could definitely do that. That would look cute too. So there are holes punched, and now it's just a matter of decorating to see what we come up with. We know we want to put some lace on something, don't we? I mean, that's just a given. This lace is really pretty. And I may put some lace on the side of this one. Oh no, let me look. Ooh, I like that lace on that one. Yep, I think I'm gonna have to do that. All right, trim this off. That is pretty. I like that. Okay, I'm gonna put a little piece of this brown paper that one of you guys sent me. Again, I'm not sure what it is, but it's really pretty. It's almost like vellum. I'm going to put a little piece of this down at the bottom. Not necessarily leaving it as a pocket, but it could be one if you wanted it to be. I just thought it would be pretty to put that there. And then, what shall we put? Now this butterfly is gorgeous. Is that not gorgeous? And it pulls in some of these other colors. So we may put that there. Okay, I'm going to put just a tiny little piece of this doily right down here at the bottom. And this is just one that we dyed with some ink. Just tore off a little piece of it. We're going to put that right there. And then I have this little phrase that says, "Make today great." I'm going to ink that up. And I probably cut this out of a book. I'm not sure. A lot of times if I find a phrase that I like in a book, I'll just cut it out and use it. We're going to put that right there. And then let's put our butterfly down right up here. That is really cute. Looks like it's just coming right in on those flowers, doesn't it? Like that. Okay. I don't think I will do anything else to that. I really like how that looks. Let's see if we have anything else we want to do. You know, I need a little bling on there. I always do. That's my weakness, is bling. Don't know if this, I don't know, that might tie in. Let's see. This actually came from a friend of mine that lives in Canada, and we can't get this here, so she got quite a bit of it and sent me a little folder that had lots of this in there, and I have been hoarding it for years. I love it. She made this little folder for me and put it in there. That was cute and sweet. So we're going to put that right there. And then this one, see, is going to tie in with that blue and the pink. Now, this one I thought about, let's see what this looks like. I thought about toning that down just a little bit by putting some of that vellum across the top of that. What do you think? I've not done that before, but I think it might be pretty. Let's try it. Let's just try it. What do we have to lose? I'm going to put this glue right on the edge. Usually, if you press this glue down well, it doesn't show through, but we're going to, if it does, we'll figure out something. I'm not going to worry about it. Only paper. See, if you press it down pretty well, it usually doesn't show. There we go. See? It doesn't show through the vellum. And then we'll just trim this vellum off. And of course I will save these extra pieces of vellum. Now this vellum, I've had people ask me where I got this vellum. This vellum actually came in the packages of Prima flowers that I ordered last year sometime or other. So a lot of times they will package their flowers, and their packaging is good to use too. So that's where that came from. Oh, I like that look. Look at that. You can still see the butterflies and everything through it, but it gives it just that little bit of toned down look. Like that. Now, let's see. Do we want to do... We want to do a little bit of something on here. I think I might run that lace right across the bottom. And I don't mind that my lace is different colors, that this is a little bit darker than this. That doesn't bother me. That's not a big deal in my book. Use what you like. Don't let anybody tell you that what you're putting down doesn't match or doesn't go. Use what you like. As long as it makes you happy, that's all that matters, right? In my book, that's all that matters. Cute, I like that. Okay, so that is that. And then we're going to use a little piece of this bling across there. And this bling is pretty sticky, so I'm not going to worry about putting any glue behind it. It is almost so sticky that it sticks to my fingers before I can even put it down. It doesn't show a lot, but it shows enough. That's good enough. It brings it all together. I'm going to tuck a little piece of that brown paper right there in the top. This is just a scrap that I had. Don't want to waste it. right there. And I've just got a torn edge on it, so put a little bit more glue under that. Okay, and then I'm just going to put this little flower cluster down here, and this again is something that you guys sent me. Put that right there. And then we just need a word. We need a word. I need a word. Let's see, where is another word? Oh, I like this one. Just says love life. These are all little pieces that I've had here on my desk. And we might just put that right across there, just like that. And I need to punch my little hole back in the top there. So there is that one, and then we just need to do this one. Now this one needs very little, doesn't it? So I think I might ink this little piece of music page up. And I'm going to glue it right across the center there. And then I have just this little piece of lace laying here on my desk, and I think we'll run that right across the center of that. And then again, let's bring a few pieces of this bling on there and tie all of these together. Like that. And then I want to put one of our words on here. I think that might be a little bit big. I don't know. No, this is not ours. Sorry, this is Tina's. This is Tina's. Let's see if we cut this down just a little bit, if it's still going to be too big. Okay, I think that will work. Then we're just going to ink around it. And then we're going to glue it down. Okay, now we need to ink around all of this. Alright, let's grab a little charm to put on that one. Let's see, what have we got in here? There's a little bus. What else we got? Okay, there's the little bicycle with the top part, so that's what we want right there. Grab one of these little pins. Put that there first. And then that one in. That one in. And this one. And then we can clip these together. Cute. Look at that. I like that one too. Very, very cute. I like that. Okay, we need to make a little tag to go in the side here. So let's see what we've got. Let's see if this piece of scrap paper will work. It does. So let's go ahead and, well, let's cover the back first before we ink it up. Alright, what are we going to cover it with? Grab a piece of this. Let's just use our glue stick. I'm almost out of this glue stick, so. Now you could stitch these as well. I'm not stitching just because of the video. I may go back and stitch some of them, but you could definitely stitch around these as well, and that would make them really, really pretty, I think. Okay. This is one of our dyed papers as well. This one was dyed with metallic watercolor. And since I cut the tops of those, I'm going to cut this one. That. Then we'll ink around it. This can be a journal tag. And what shall we put as a pull? Let's see. I think I have another one of those little, there we go, right there. I have another one of those. We can just ink this up. And I think I'll put this one close to the center maybe. There we go. And we'll slide that in there, and then we have a little hidden journal tag in there. Alright guys, that is it. I'm gonna do more, but I can't do more on the video because it would be way too long for you guys to even worry about watching. So that is all I'm gonna do on these. That just shows you how quick and easy they are. They're not hard to make at all. It's just a little bit time consuming when you start pulling everything together, and if you're like me, you're undecisive as to what you want to do. But you can see they come together quick and they're very, very cute. Alright, that is all that we're going to make on this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button, and we will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.